Hey, good morning. Welcome back, everybody. Dan John here from danjohnuniversity.com. We're on day 11 of the 10,000 swing challenge. Pretty simple concept. You do 10,000 kettlebell swings. Since I'm 65, I used a 20. I recommend men use the 24. Online, people use you know, the pickup truck. How people exaggerate online, but 24 is plenty. For women, 16 or 12, sort of depending on your techniques and your interests. So let's get started. I don't know how well this bell is in the picture. I might have to lower it just a little bit. And I apologize for all the times I touch the kid. It's not micro adjustable. So one of our Instagram livers has been sending me some videos and stuff on their technique, and they do a classic error at the top. Instead of finishing what I call a vertical plank, and all you need to do on this is just take your hands and just do that hand pressure. I'm pushing up, pushing down at the same time, which makes my ab wall engage, which makes my glute tighten. The top is a plank. Tight, 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 tight. And if you're not doing that, that's where I don't have a lot of back injuries. I mean, I hear that all the time, but I don't know what hurts or helps, but it just seems to not be very supportive. All right, let's get started. This is too much talking. More swings, less talk. I used to say that at certs. So you can disagree with me, but I think there's only two parts of the swing that are important. The first is the vertical plank. This position here. I think that's important. If you're tackling somebody, it's when you turn yourself into a torpedo. When you're throwing, that's when you try to get tall. If you don't have a good vertical plank, I wouldn't do these. And of course, the other position is the hinge, which is basically the start of a standing long jump. So when I do a standing long jump, this is the position that I'm in. Okay, this position here. People say I have like a weird swing technique or something, and one of my thoughts is, yeah, that might be true, but that's how I do a standing long jump. So that position, the position I get in to tackle somebody or standing long jump, is my swing position. And you'll notice for me, I mean, I don't have, it's the way you're built. It's your angles, and it's the way, it's your femur length, and so everyone's swing is going to look slightly different, but you want to be able to plank at the top and get into an appropriate hinge there, and then that's it. Don't run with it anymore. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning. Lots of people today. So with our sorry, I forgot your name. It starts with an M. Marios, I think. So the issue he was having is at the top of his swing, he was soft in the knees, soft in the butt, and soft here, which of course I think puts a lot of that energy in places you don't want it. Your mileage may vary, but I I'm right on this, okay? So let's keep going here. Nice. Oh. It was strange yesterday being sick. I had a whole bunch of people show up to train with me yesterday. I could barely even acknowledge the door. That was sad. Oh, there's my dog. Hold on. Come on, buddy. Good dog. Hi. Sorry about that. I called for you. I called for you and you weren't there. Good dog. Were you doing dog stuff? Say hi. I don't always communicate very well with my dog. I don't understand everything he wants. Everything okay now? Okay. And good, he sneezed on me, which is always nice. I got a new dog food. Hey, listen, I got a swing, so let's get you. Remember? So we got Sirius at here in the States, we call him a pound. It's a place for, well, anyway, and wanted dogs. And so. What's your Patronus? Yes, I am a big Harry Potter fan. What's my Patronus? My Patronus would be Mr. Black, okay? So you just stay there for a minute while I do this, okay? Can you not get in the way? So I got there and they said that Sirius was about 2, maybe, a year to 2 years. Oh, okay. And turns out he was like 5 or 6, so he's much older than I thought he would be. So, but the funny thing is, I was able to teach him a whole bunch of things. That old dog knew tricks stuff, huh? Oh. Yeah, my Patronus, that's funny. Yeah, my nose is pretty beat up right now. Just so much, just this nasal drip. Tell me that's not sexy. We're trying our best to make the lighting work here better, but it's but it's just not perfect the way I have it set up down here. I mean, it's perfect for a family room, but it's not for filming videos. Things are much better in my gym, as you know, but the downside of the gym this time of year is it's freezing cold. You have no idea how cold it is, and I couldn't do it barefoot for sure. Yeah. Larry Boyle said that these videos and the weather report are the best things going right now. So, as you can see, this is a 6-bedroom, 3-bath house with 5 different decks, massive garage, 4-car garage. And what you'll notice is the dog has discovered the exact spot where I think he's trying to make a point here. Let me just see if I can gently coerce him to move. Come on. Oh, thank you. Hey, come on, over here on your couch. Well, that's actually, see, trained dog. Huh? I hope you're impressed. Whew. Cut with that short. Pardon me. Sorry. My poor nose. Start doing these swings and everything starts coming up. Reminder, gentle Instagram livers, if you ask a question and I miss it, sometimes because it scrolls up too quickly. Today might be a little slower than normal. I'm struggling. So, the Omicron variation, if you've been vaccinated with your booster, just basically makes you feel miserable for a few days. So, or nothing. It's interesting because when polio came out, only about 1 in 100 people would really get bad effects of polio. My mom grew up with friends who were in that small percent. And it's just interesting how sometimes these things will just hit people so differently. And we've known this forever, that, like for example, we know that cholera had to change itself because it was too virulent, as I understand it. Diseases that are too deadly, don't have they. If you kill off all your hosts, then you die too, I guess. Yeah, but I'm amazed how you hear so many different. Some people just have such bad situations with this coronavirus, and then a whole bunch of other people are like, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. And that's the problem. I do know this. I have a couple of friends. I have one friend who just came out of a coma, a medically induced coma, and he certainly has changed how he talks about coronavirus now. It's no longer some conspiracy or something like that, or whatever he was saying before. Yeah, everything's always yeah. It's hard to have a brain like mine. I'm not a real big believer in conspiracies. Never had. I belong to a secret organization that doesn't believe in conspiracies. But it is always fascinating. It's a different worldview than a lot of my friends. Like when I was young, there's all those things about John F. Kennedy's death, and I thought, yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald killed him. There was all these things about, I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to believe, if tomorrow they find a Sasquatch or a Yeti or a Bigfoot, and I certainly understand that nature is huger than we think. I'm still willing to keep the Loch Ness Monster open, but I don't think anyone's hiding it. All right, let's get back to work, okay? I'm a little slow today, but just go with me. I don't feel good. Good. So we're over 200. We'll be over halfway on the next set. If you have any questions, please let me know. You think when you're sick, you have all the time in the world to get reading and stuff in, but I find it really hard to read when I'm not feeling good. So yesterday, what did I watch? Oh, that's a bad sign. Oh, I went to the Disney Channel and I watched Boba Fett. And let's hope that keeps turning in the right direction. Well, thank you, Larry. Larry just mentioned how much he likes the materials on Dan John University. Thank you, Larry. We try to add to it every day. Somebody asked if I'm monitoring heart rate. No, not this time. As I've said every time, this time, this is what I just do this now to support people who are doing it. There's a number of people who online ask me every year to do this challenge and it helps them do it themselves. So I just do it to support them. My heart rate, it's not beating. Yeah. In the past, I've taken it really seriously, but this time, no, I'm not taking my heart. And let's be honest, I've been sick almost every single day on this thing. Now, is that true? No. Well, I haven't felt great since starting this, and it's basically just having a house full of sick people, having a dog who was very ill at the start. I have other things to take care of. Yeah. All right, so let's get over for sure halfway, okay? Whew. Okay, over halfway, feeling good. Yeah, I want to be healthy also, so I am taking care of it. You know, I don't know what got me thinking of this, but strange. So when kettlebells first came out, I invited, and actually Mark Twight too. 300 Jim Jones. We brought Steve Cotter out, Cotter, and he gave us a kettlebell workshop with various crawls and stuff like that. It was really good. It was really interesting. But I was just thinking back in the early kettlebell community, you would learn, honestly, 15, 20 variations of the swing. And this is he was a master instructor, and I was at certs where they would teach us all these various swings, and we would spend so much time doing swings like this and stuff, the turning swings, and this really strange one that was kind of like a it was like a figure eight swing. And it's interesting how the kettlebell community doesn't any of that anymore. Hey, Mooney. It's just interesting how the kettlebell world went from being so experimental to so regimental. That's actually a good phrase, experimental to regimental. I might have to use that. That's not a bad way to say that. The first time I ever formally learned kettlebells, uh, well, yeah, the McNamara brothers, who I taught at Judge Memorial, got into kettlebells, and they came out to show me one day. And basically, we spent, if we were there an hour, 55 minutes of it was juggling. And juggling was the entry to kettlebells back then. It was really interesting. And I'm not saying they're bad or good, And now, of course, you go to a cert, and I mean, there's a couple instructors who will fail you at a cert because they simply don't like the way you do movement. It's not in the manual. They just don't like the way you do it. My daughter Lindsay, when she got certified Strong First in England with me, uh, this person kept trying to fail her on her movements, and finally, Mark Toomey walked over and said, "Show me in there's like the bullet points underneath. Show me which one of those she's not doing." "Oh no, it's just I don't like the way she's doing it." And so Toomey kind of just said, "No, that's not why we fail people." And Toomey later said to her, "That's Dan John's daughter. Don't mess with her. Lindsay can take care of herself." But it's just funny how we went from being so experimental to so, I don't feel like you're doing the movement well enough. Yeah, somebody just noted that are some places that you can see a lot of people doing fun stuff still, and I appreciate that. I know a lot of the kettlebellers still do it, and it's one funny thing. Somebody thought they'd actually make money. They told me they were going to take this as on a road show and do kettlebell juggling for audiences, and I thought to myself, boy, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand media in the new millennium. Here's $50. I'd like to see you spend throwing kettlebells around. I don't know if I'd spend that. Somebody asked how long does it take to do them when I'm healthy. I am healthy. I'm healthy. I'm just not as healthy as I should be. Yeah, what I strive for, somewhere between 34 and 54 minutes is where I try to get my 500 swings a day. And frankly, I never thought there was a lot of value into racing this because when you, I think it's more important. I think the kettlebell swing is such a power building exercise. Yeah, it does do a lot of good things for my ticker, but what I like when I do train my heart and lungs, I like to have larger waves than most people. I think that's a much better way to do it. Maybe that's because I'm a track coach, but you'll notice the real body composition changes happen with track and field athletes, in my experience. When they're doing all the garbage running in the fall and they're doing all this stuff in the winter, great. But once they start doing track meets where they have a full out 400 meter, an hour and a half rest, a full out 400 meter, an hour rest, full out 200 meters, because if the person is on the open 400, a relay, and a relay, that's when you see the body composition changes happen the most. Grip is failing today. Yeah, same issue I have all the time. The person's trying to do sets of 50 and the grip is failing. It takes me almost all 20 days to build up the grip to hold 10 sets of 50. It takes me 20 workouts to get there. So, and let's sneak up on 300 this time. Okay, Pat Flinders, thank you. That's 300. I gotta blow my nose again. I'll be right back. Oh. Good. Okay, Larry's attempting humor. He had beers and a mushroom last night. He's a fun guy. Okay. You hear my grandson upstairs? He's preparing himself. He feels so much better. Yesterday I was down here. I was making some flights with Delta. How's everything feeling today, Nate? Much better. I think a lot of stuff coming out of my head, but I feel much better. Oh yeah, I'll be doing the tonic work. So, gentle listener did the tonic work yesterday. So he was right here rolling around while I was on the, talking to Delta. And it was just delightful. He's at a good age where, he moves around quick enough, not really fast. So, he doesn't get into much trouble. He doesn't get whiny, and he'll roll, and then he'll turn and look for me and he'll go, just makes your life nice. You know what I mean? Good. Yeah. So the tonic is amazing. So, all right. So, by the way, next Tuesday, Pat Flynn and I will be doing this together. we'll be swinging together on Tuesday. For those of you on YouTube, I don't know what that means, but we'll be doing our swings together and then doing the podcast, which will be kind of fun to do. I'll have to set up a few things to make it work. I'll have 3 cameras at once. That'll be just strange because I'm not a face for the what do you call that, boardwalk, runway, red carpet. No, this face is not a red carpet face. Let's knock this out. Oh boy. Okay. Hey, I always feel like I should give you guys the Murray Police Department number in case you watch me fold over, you know? Okay, we got a question? Yeah, Nate asked a good question. This idea of doing a kettlebell club where we meet up a couple days a week, Nate, you're the first person to mention it. I don't think there's any interest at all. But the idea would be to, every day at, like how we're doing it now, 7 o'clock, we get together, we do, 100 swings, 20 goblet squats, 3 sets of 8 presses, all at the same bell, in kind of a group format. Not like the Coyote Point Kettlebell Club or the Murray Institute for Lifelong Fitness or anything, but just an online thing. But yeah, sorry, Nate, no interest besides you, nothing. Yeah, so don't know what to tell you, Nate. Oh, you're interested, okay. So the other problem I have is people don't have their real names, so McCurfer here is interested. Okay, let's sneak up to close to 4. So on the next round, we'll get over 400, okay? Oh. Good. Okay, next set will get us well over 400. And once you get to 400, a couple of your Navy friends too, huh? Which Navy? U.S. Navy, Royal Navy, which one? I got some stuff over here from the Royal Navy. I've worked with the Royal Army and the Royal Navy. It's pretty cool. One thing I do like about the British tradition of military physical training is that there's a tradition, and they take it very seriously. They keep the old manuals. They look at it. They try to figure things out. You know, it's not just push-ups, sit-ups, and a run. Oh, United States Air Force. Oh, I work with the Air Force. I work with your PJs and your some other people, yeah, of that nature. Pretty impressive lot, I tell you. Bothers me when people make fun of the Air Force. They have some of the most dangerous jobs in U.S. military, and they're not always appreciated. But they can do some amazing stuff, man. Enough of that. So. So Nate, the groups yeah, there's a Medal of Honor with the group I work with, so that's probably good enough for you can figure out who they are from there. Okay, let's sneak over 400, and we'll get deep into 400, and then we'll finish, and then I'll go eat or whatever I'm going to do. I'm not sure. You know, I've been complaining about my body weight not going down the whole time, but I think the reason my body weight is still staying up is I have a total head of congestion. I think that's, you know, the human head weighs 8 pounds. I think mine weighs 85. So I just feel that thing bobbling around. Oh. Okay, we might be done in 3 rounds, 3 sets. Thanks for being here today. I sure appreciate it. On this kettlebell club, I like the idea. So let me know somehow, huh? Maybe in the comments on YouTube. Maybe direct message me. I think we need for you to put skin in the game somehow. So I don't know. We'll figure out something. But otherwise, it'll just be me doing it and everyone else saying they would, because that's happened a couple of times. I'm working hard on my business, you know. So my body weight and my business have been my focus for a couple of weeks. This, you know, we're putting out a lot of videos on YouTube, and it's interesting because, you know, I guess there's a lot of ways you can make money off YouTube. I don't know. Brian and I, he explains this to me, and I instantly forget how it works. But I am fascinated by the way people make money nowadays. I guess if I sold out to like a hair or a complexion, you know, like a makeup company, I can make a ton of money. So if any of you are looking for a 65-year-old, thank you, Simmons. Okay, thank you, Nate. Yeah, so I think, you know, maybe if any of these places are looking for, you know, kind of a 65-year-old model, you know, I'll I'll happy to sell my soul to hair and cosmetic products. But you know, it's funny. I won't for supplements or training. I won't. Too many times in my life, I've seen people just lose all credibility by selling out to supplements and things. I do recommend that one supplement called Hibernate, and I pay full price for it, and they've offered me an affiliate code because I talk about it so much, and I won't take it. I want to pay full price, and I don't want it for free, because if we find out later on that Hibernate has, it won't, but something wrong, I don't want to be. And also too, I feel like if I pay for it, then it's real. You know what I mean? Okay, so by staying around, I'm not getting any reps in. Make a note of that. Math is hard. I'm not nearly as bad as I felt yesterday. Okay, Nate, thanks for coming by. Nate's out of coffee. He's got work to do. I mean, come on. What's more important, work or watching me do kettlebell swings? What's more exciting than watching me? Holy cow! Do kettlebell swings. So this might be the last set. We'll just see. I actually feel better than I felt yesterday. I felt terrible yesterday, but I'm still certainly deep in the junk, in the crap. But tomorrow I'll be back again. For those of you here, remember, at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, whatever that is in your world, and then my YouTube friends, whatever time this pops up on your thing. It is interesting to do this every year. Every year I seem to hate it more than I did the year before. And I'm sure I'll get an email from somebody. What? Hey, Dan, I'm starting in February. You want to join me? No. No, I'll do it once a year for y'all. Oh, thank you so much, Sean. It means a lot. Sean is talking about reading my books and then following along. That means a lot. Thanks, Sean. My daughter's calling. That's always a bad sign. I'm going to do this set, call it a day, and find out what's going on. It's too early in the morning for her to be calling. So, but I don't want to leave you guys in lurch. I don't want to ruin the mystery. Yay, 500. Okay, I got to bounce. thank you for being there for me. I appreciate all your support, folks. Remember, we got the special at danjohnuniversity.com. New year, one word. And we're over halfway on this now. So here we go. You know, at the end of this, I'll be a lean, mean fighting machine. Remember, I'm Dan John from danjohnuniversity.com. And until next time, let's all keep on lifting and learning, okay? Thank you.